Yeah, as Damon here. This is gonna be my 9 months on T update. I feel incredible. I can't even realize that it's already been 9 months. Every month I say that now, it's so funny. Anyways, I have a few stuff to talk about, actually. So I'm just gonna try and make this quick. First of all, my changes so far. I think my voice have dropped a little. I feel like my neck got larger, and I have no Adam's apple now. Well, but I've always had this. So, but anyways, it's okay. 9 months on tea and no Adam's apple. It's not a big deal because I'm still on tea, right? um, Facial hair. I have a mustache now. It's all there, all hair, all hairy, all hair. It's not. It's not a really dark hair right now, but I feel like if I shave it, the next time it'll grow, it'll be thicker and thicker and thicker, and it'll get darker with time. It's been a couple weeks that I wasn't shaving it because I wanted to see how it was going to turn out. So that's basically it for the changes, other than hair and voice, and yes, I had a story to talk about, because I've still had a lot of problems with the pharmacy I was at, and I just want to tell you guys that if ever you have some issues, you're uncomfortable in a medical environment, like a pharmacy, let's say, I suggest you to go to another one, because sometimes we go to the pharmacy that it's the closer to our home, so that we don't have to go away of town and whatever. But I suggest you that if you can, just change the pharmacy, because it'll help you feel better. Trans people, I say that they go through a lot of stuff already. They don't need to be judged in a medical environment. So, to make a story short, every time I went to my pharmacy, they had a problem, because I was injecting myself with testosterone, I guess. Because every time they were making comments that I couldn't have the needles I needed, because whatever the reasons were sorry, they were always complaining and, looking at me funny, and one day I just got fed up, and the lady there is it's the same girl. She always kept, anyways, and she said, well, we can't have those needles, I'm gonna give you a bigger and wider needle. And I was like, you know what, you've already given me this. You've already given me those kind of needles, and they hurt. I mean, I'm giving this shot once a week, every week. I mean, it's not even me. I'm not even the one who does the shot. It's my girlfriend, because I'm needle shy, and you want to give me a wider and bigger needle. I mean, that doesn't make sense. And I don't see why it's a problem to have those kind of needles, because they are meant for diabetic people. So I just don't get it. Anyways, she just didn't want to have anything with it, and I just left. And I said, you know what, I'm not gonna come here every time and have a fight about the needles I need. So I'm just gonna change the pharmacy, and I left. But I say that really loud, so the pharmacist, all the pharmacists there, I guess they were all there, I don't know, could hear me. So I went home, picked up my papers, and went to another pharmacy. And when I got there, I told my whole story again, that I'm transgender and blah 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 blah. And the pharmacist was looking at me like, yes, yes, what's the problem with that? What's the problem? And what's the problem? She was always saying this to me, and I was like, well, I don't know what's the problem, because the other pharmacies seemed to have a huge problem about it. So she was like, well, I don't. So if you want to switch pharmacy, that's fine with me. And I was like, well, that's the purpose of me being here. I want to change pharmacy. So I got there and I answered a few questions for my file, and she treated me like I was a male guy. My name was Damien, and blah 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 blah. So that was pretty awesome. End of story. I am currently trying to figure out how I'm gonna do my name change, because I have a lot of problem now that I'm 9 months on testosterone. With the voice I have at the telephone, I have a lot of issues, because I have legally a really, really female name. So, anytime I was calling places that I needed to say my legal name, because it was for identification, I've always had some problems because they thought I was somebody else calling with another name. And it gave me a lot of problem, like my credit card company. One time I had a problem with it and I needed to call, and the lady was like, is that really you? And we're gonna ask you a bunch of questions because I'm not sure. And it was just hell. And I'm just like to a point where I know I should do something about it, but I've always pushing it up because it costs money, and I don't have a lot of money because I am moving in July. So I have a questions for all the people that are in Ontario. I am wondering if I can have a letter from my family doctor, if that counts, because I know that I need to see a psychologist and get a letter from that person, but for me, getting a psychologist is pretty fucking hard, and it's a lot of money too. And if I just went to see my family doctor, I know he'll write it up for free. So I'm just wondering if you know about it. Do I really need a psychologist letter for my name change, or I can just go see my family doctor and make him write me a letter? So this is my question for you. If you know the answer, it's really appreciated that you write something about it. Alright, so that will be it. It's already 8 minutes now that it's going. Oh god. Okay, well, I hope you guys have a great weekend, because it's Friday already. Woo! And be safe and be good.